Well, hello, church family. Thanks for tuning into this autonomy update. I'm actually here at the chapel in Akron, right outside of what used to be the Saturate office. If you've been with us for a while, you may remember the Saturate movement was the chapel's initiative to launch 10 churches in 10 years. And so we used to have this map right here that had all of the different locations. And as you can see, we've started to get rid of a lot of the little icons on the map because many of the campuses have rolled off. And so I want to let you know what we need to do to move towards that process of rolling off. Our autonomy date is July 1st. And so there's still a few things that we're going to be doing. But before we do that, let me just share some of the updates and celebrations that some of the other campuses, former campuses, now autonomous churches, have been doing. So the chapel in Cuyahoga Falls is now called Falls Community Chapel, and they officially launched into autonomy on the first Sunday of April, which was Palm Sunday. And so they have had a wonderful service. They meet at CVCA, and so God has been moving in amazing ways for them. The Chapel Medina has decided to keep the name the Chapel Medina, and they're launching into autonomy on May 7th. And so they're just 2 weeks away from autonomy. Pastor Stephen from Cuyahoga Falls and Pastor Alan and I have been just celebrating God's goodness in our respective churches over the last several months. And so God is doing some amazing things in the Chapel Medina, and can't wait to see where God continues to move there. The chapel in Kenmore has decided to change their name to Streetlight Community Church. They're going to be launching with us on the first Sunday in July. July 2nd will be the autonomy dates for both of us. And Pastor Ben is also doing incredible missional outreach work over there, and the gospel community that's forming in Kenmore is just amazing to see. And then lastly, the chapel in Wadsworth and the chapel in Greene will both roll off at the beginning of September. And so then it'll just be the chapel in Akron that's left. And so all the campuses would have launched off into autonomy, which again was something that we all voted for in September. And so it's been a long process. There's been lots of twists and turns on the way, but the finish line is in sight. And so the last thing that we're going to be doing at our campus that requires everyone's involvement is voting for our Constitution, voting to affirm our Constitution. And so the way that we're going to do that is this week, tomorrow actually, there will be a video sent out to all the members of our church and regular attenders who would like that email as well. Let me just say, if you do not get an email by the end of the day tomorrow, which is Monday, the 24th, if you don't get an email, please send us an email at info@thecornerschapel.life. Because all of our elders were sending out a video that walks through our Constitution and some of the changes that were made to the chapel's Constitution, as well as some things that were just added to fit our context. And so that video will be coming out on tomorrow, May 24th. And so please watch that. The Constitution will actually be attached, or at least a draft of the Constitution. It's still being edited, and so you might see some editing mistakes. That's okay. That's going to be fixed before we vote on this May 21st. We have some people that are reading through that specifically for grammatical mistakes and stuff like that. But again, I'll share more about the Constitution in that video tomorrow. But on April 30th and May 7th, so the next two upcoming Sundays, we're going to have what we're calling constitutional town halls. And so these will be just open Q&A sessions after service over the next 2 weeks. If you'd like to pre-submit a question, then there'll be the opportunity to do that tomorrow as well and for the next couple weeks. And then we'll vote on May 21st for our church members meeting. So again, more information will be shared over the next couple weeks, but the things that I just want to make sure that you know are the video's coming out tomorrow, and we're voting on May 21st. So if you have any questions at all, please send them to info@thecornerschapel.com, and we will respond as quickly as we can. But I'm looking forward to moving into this next season of the church with you all. I'm so thankful for you all, so thankful for what God has been doing in our church, and can't wait to see it continue as we launch into the next chapter of our church. So thanks for watching this short little video, and I hope you have a blessed Sunday.